Now, friends, we will see the process of taking animation, which is one of the simplest and easiest processes in Enscape. In other render engines, you cannot take animations this simply and easily, friends. It is really very simple and very easy. Look, to take the animation, there's a film icon here. It says Video Edit. It appears when you press the V key on the keyboard. I'm pressing the video key, friends. Do you know what's important here? Pressing the plus part to create a start and creating the other start at the end point. Friends, this is a very important topic. Because here, for example, let's assume it starts from here. I press the plus, I'm moving with my keyboard, and came here with my S key. Friends, I finished here. I pressed the plus. Look, I started here, and I finished here. It says 0.4 seconds. I want to say 0.4 seconds is 10 seconds. I made it 10. So, the total time from start to finish should be 10 seconds. I press the play button. Look, it came like this. It did a small light calculation itself. I came, and it continued from the base of the column. We might not need to show the column actually, but it entered the column, it doesn't matter. Let's do it again. To delete these, you click on the arrow signs, you click and then press the delete key. You say yes, because I want to delete the start and end points. Or if you select, you can press the delete button here. To delete, friends. I deleted it like this. Let me come from the start again. Let's make a start like this. Like this. Or as you turn like this, here it requires a bit of hand skill. So it requires a bit of practice. You start from here, you will turn like this and finish like this. With the AS keys, friends, you need to do it without entering the column. Now let's start like this. I pressed the Alt key. I came here like this, friends, and came back like this from here. I pressed the plus sign. Since it follows my movement, it made a turn there, but let's see how it will turn out. I pressed 10 seconds. I'm saying play, friends. Look, it starts from here, continues from here. I got a bit closer to the bedroom. I came back. It entered the column again, but it doesn't matter. We finished here, friends. I will change the lamp over there. Don't forget to change it too, because some parts are left hanging. Look, there's an export button below. When you go to export, it says Ultra HD, 4K maximum, 30 FPS. 30 FPS. Take this from 60, friends. It will be very seamless. I will show why we set this image to 60. First, let's finish rendering our animation. I press the export button. Let's save it. To 01. In this render section, friends, I pressed it. The video duration is somewhat related to the power of your graphics card, friends, so you might have to wait a bit. Look, it's rendering here with the number of frames and continuing. So it might finish 10 seconds in maybe 2 or 3 minutes with a normal graphics card. So wait here. A good process will give you a good result. We will process the animations we have taken, but in a different program. Friends, that is, we will make an animation film. That is also a very important part. So I will show that as well. That is also included as a bonus in this lesson. By doing that, we will place our own logo. We will create an animation film. But before that, we need to gather the data in this way. We need to export them, friends. Yes, friends, our animation is finished. There were minor errors during the animation. I changed the textures here, friends. I made the texture here a bit more authentic, friends. I set it as a wood texture and changed the lamp here to a slightly yellowish tone with this kind of lamp, friends. This character of ours was in the air. I brought it down. This character here was also in the air, meaning the vase. I brought that down too, friends. Now let's take a look at our animation. Our animation part turned out like this. From here, I open a new MP4 from the render section. I say open together. VLC Media Player. This VLC Media Player is a free media player. Friends, you can download it. Look like this. As you can see, it's a very high quality 4K render. It took the animation render in a few minutes, friends. We will take animations like this and combine them. You sent this animation somewhere, but it might not have played because the codecs are not fully processed in the playback part. We will do this with an extension like CapCut, a video program. CapCut is a free program, friends. It's very fun. I will show that too. Now, let's do something like this. Let's also take it from above. Look, make this part here perspective, friends. For example, let's delete this. I'm pressing the delete key. I selected this point here. I press this too and deleted it, friends. Look, we will do it like this. Let's come like this. From here. Let's close this part before doing it. In the settings section, let's set the dipole field part to 75 friends. We will be looking a bit more from above. I came to the animation section like this. Look, let's do it like this. Let it come from a bit lower. I mean, we can take it here or we might not. It can end here like this. Let it come like this. Or it could be an image like this. So we can create an image like this in this way. I press the plus, let it come like this. And let it end here. 12 seconds. I pressed play, friends, look like this. It can end in a part like this. Such a situation can occur, friends. Again, you say export. Let it be 30 seconds. These 60 seconds. I said export. Let it save this as 0, 2. When it's finished, I'll show you in the next lesson, friends. The animation will have almost the same image quality as animation 1. This is the process in this way.